We will see what's going to happen. We throw in good timing, 3. That was ideal. And going for the Trailblaze. I don't know how much the Trailblaze does, but we need this to KO almost. Okay, we KO'd them before they get to the move. And now it's just a race to the charge move. And holy, that was a great game. Well played, Mr. Wholesome. I thought that game is just a GG. Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. Today's video we have some battles from Wholesome underscore. Wholesome underscore is a Pokemon Go caster, is a Pokemon Go PvPer. He hit top 10 this season like 3-4 times, lots of times. And today's video he sent us some battles about the Remix team. He hit number 44 in the Go Battle League with and the leaderboard. The team is very impressive. Like, if you guys remember, like, when I did the top teams content and I talked about the Wholesome team, okay, you know what, let's just go and see. Yeah, we found it. So this is the team he was running in the Open Great League. A9 double Mud Slappers, the best 2 Mud Slappers. Okay, so how can he run the same team in the Great League Remix? So what he decided to do, as you can see here on the screen, that he has, he was running A/, so he chose the best Powder Snow user, which is Shadow A9 in the Remix Cup. There is no A/, A/ is not allowed. And then he was running Gastrodon and Shadow Kanto Marowak. It's like, okay, those were the best 2 Mud Slappers. How can we run a similar team? He looked it up, went to PvPoke, was like, okay, Mud Slap, at Mud Slap, and PvPoke says that Golurk and Donphan are the best Mud Slappers. So he's like, okay, let's run that team. And surprisingly, he hit number 44 in the Go Battle League. He said the team actually carried. It wasn't his efforts. I refuse to believe. Wholesome is an extremely try-hard, talented, very skilled battler. So if he's saying it's the team, I think there is a portion about the team, but it's about the team. So today's video, we're featuring his team so we can show you how he was playing this team. And you can get yourself a nice team, because I looked up the YouTube videos about the Remix teams. I actually couldn't find like a good team that's not a toxic team. Everyone's just playing Bastidon. Wholesome here is a chatting with double Mud Slap and a Golurk. It's like, okay, let's just counter those teams and clap them with the Mud Slappers. Let's go and see these battles, to be honest. And first battle, we have an Alola Ninetale into Drifblim. Amazing lead. I mean, it's not technically amazing lead. It's a great lead, okay? Not great league, great lead. We outpaced to the charge move. And we have to respect the potential Shadow Ball Mystical Fire. So there is no harm in shielding, because we are supposed to get to our move before them. And since they threw, that was an amazing overfarm. Let's be honest, that was an amazing overfarm. They shielded. Do we need to shield? Wholesome's like, no. He's calling the bluff. What a call. He instantly throwing because he doesn't want that Astonish to be registered. And instantly swapping out of the goal. Get punched with... Among Us, what does Among Us do? It's a grass Pokemon that loses to ground Pokemons. Look at this. Like, they are trying to Astonish. Oh, wait, that thing has Astonish, right? So Among Us is not a bad Pokemon if you have a Shadow one. Non-Shadow, I think, is just straight bad. It's a grass with Astonish, Seed Bomb, and Sludge. They bring in the Machamp. Wholesome's just going straight Body Slam at this point, because all he needs is just... He knows his Machamp. He knows Machamp. He's used Machamp for technically like 6 years. So he knows how to play Machamp. He knows how to play against Machamp. So that's why he threw. He's playing Dialab, and Dialab is leading Ladybug, Shiny, Toxic tanking Legend. So I saw this. Like, I saw like lots of people are tanking right now. And the main reason is literally because the 2 leagues that people are playing is like most of people aren't playing. So people are suffering at high MMR. So most of them decided to tank. So that was a Dialab. We can call him out and cancel Dialab, because that's not just a sportsmanship playing, right? We swapped to Donphan to bait out the Flyer, and we're just going to go straight Trailblaze. It did some damage, not gonna lie. I expected it to do less. Upon throwing here, because they know like they don't want to get that much low. Drifblim is such a huge code breaker for the team, to be honest. If it's in the back, any Flyer is a huge code breaker, but Drifblim is the worst because it does so much fast move damage to our A9. We're gonna take it out and then swap to Golurk. Opponent has a Pangoro, and guess what? Pangoro does not beat Golurk in the 2, because these Mud Slap will chunk. Look at that. They haven't gotten to only 1 move. Okay, now they have to. But the question is, do we shield? The answer is yes. Wholesome is insta-throwing because they are 1 fast move away. So we have to insta-throw. to get the last shield. The question is, do we shield? Yeah, the answer is always yes. To be honest, like, and then he swaps to bait out the Weezing again, force the Weezing to throw their energy. So that was a great play by Wholesome, not gonna lie. They have the move now. Wholesome tapped the move, but I think he was one turn behind. So that was, he made it as close as possible. The game literally came down to one turn for the game that was literally straight RPS. So why he's running A9? Because it beat Walrein, and people are just using Walrein non-stop. Wholesome has Dazzling Gleam. I think you want to run Psyshock, but maybe Wholesome likes the nuke potential. So that's why we have Psyshock on the video right there. I think it's recommended, but Wholesome had like, you know, like at high elo people were expecting the Psyshock, so they weren't shielding. I do believe at lower elo they will shield that. So you don't want to put them. I was like, what is that? Virizion? No, it's Chestnut. This matchup is just horrible, but we want to bait out the grass. We have to bait out the grass. Not like we want. It's like we don't even have an option. Wholesome throwing here, shielding because he is counting and he's like, they have to shield this. If they want to fight for the swap, they have to shield. He's just swapping back to A9 to force them to throw. This is honestly a great play. Like, he's not giving the Chestnut the break they want. Now, he can go back to Donphin. No, he's not going to go back to Donphin. He needs to KO. Oh, my dude. The IVs on the opponent came in clutch. That was like what we call it, the IVs. The IVs literally saved them. Wait, they have a Morpeko, but Morpeko is just so fast to get to a charge move. And that was a good game. That was an extremely difficult game. But this is an ABB team, you know? Like, if you queue into an ABB team that hard counter you, there is no play. We queue into the Golurk. I do like this staying here because we're doing fast move, super effective fast move damage, and it's like Golurk is just hits extremely hard. They swap into Clefable. This is literally the situation where having Dazzling Gleam will help instead of having the other move. He's going for catching the Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash is going to do lots of damage, but more importantly, he can farm them down. This is a Swift. It might KO. No, it's a Meteor Mash. Holy. What's the play now? I think we can go back to A9, or we can just slap them down. Opponent instantly swap, and they are like trapped at this point because they have to go straight brutal swing. They can't afford to nuke because they just need damage. And now it's a battle between Donphan and Golurk, right? And that was a simul KO. It was a draw, but we have an A9. They don't have enough health on their third Pokemon, so we win that game. Next game, Drifloon in the lead. As I said, Drifloon is one of the best Pokemons here. They swap into Poliwrath, which we don't have an answer to, so we're just going to go to Donphan. Opponent is trying their best to bait out the Golurk, so we're not failing for that bait. I like the shield, to be honest, because otherwise we're just gonna get destroyed by the Poliwrath. So just get it out, get the Poliwrath out. So we are so boosted right now. Hopefully we get to the third move. We didn't get to the third move. I think we have to no shield because that's so much energy on them. And we can just do one then throw. No, opponent instantly throwing. This has to be an Icy Wind or Mystical Fire. They are staying in. Wholesome did too. That's actually a good idea because you don't want the second one to register. So they let it go. We swap out. There is the Pokemon that we will slap all the way down because they were trying to bait out the Golurk. But if you have two Mud Slappers, they can't bait out all of them, okay? They can only bait out one. Carbink in the lead. Extremely tough of a lead. They swap to low kicks. This is a tough one. This is an actual tough one. We have to like boost the Mud Slap, and Wholesome is trying to shield here. I don't know what shielding does, but all I know is that it will pressure them to shield, and maybe he's trying to get shields down, because if shields down, wait, we were able to flip switch? I did not know that we can do that. We can just go A9 here and sack it. No shielding and nothing. Because our Wincon is Golurk at this point. They shielded, which is good for us. They don't know that we have a second Mud Slapper, but maybe that will give us the win. Close combat, doesn't take out. They go to the Carbink, and now it's a Golurk against a small thing that barely does damage and so tanky. Golurk is like, no, it's so tanky, but I am so strong and so huge, and I will slap you all the way down. They throw the Moonblast here, and they don't have a shield anymore. They decide to top left because the robot is just too big. They can't take it out with a small thing. Well played, Wholesome. Ninetales into Walrein. Psyshock does help here, but if you land the Dazzling Gleam, that's even better. I think also I'm just going straight for the Dazzling Gleam. People don't respect it because nobody expect Powder Snow A9 to run Dazzling Gleam. It used to be a thing back in the days when dark Pokemons were meta, but the meta right now is Poison, so you have to run Psyshock for that. We shielded the move. I don't think there is a reason to shield anymore, but the question is, the thing is, this is where like having Psyshock is better because you can just spam Psyshock, but now they are 20% health and we still have to Gleam it. They brought in Gork. We went straight to Donphan and we did some good fast move pressure, to be honest. They did not swap out. There is no reason to shield, but now our switch clock is so decent. So what do? We go back to Gork and they have Gligar. Who runs that? Gligar? For real? You couldn't find a Pokemon that's not nerfed 70 times? Ouch. Fury Cutter. They might run Night Slash because, okay, they don't have Night Slash. We have the Shadow Punch, and the Shadow Punch probably, I think he's trying to get the shield. And since they shielded, all he needs to do is just to go to A9, Powder the Snow, and the Wither Ball, and this Wither Ball will take it out because it's double super effective. They bring in the Gork and A9. A9, you're so good. Took out 2 Pokemons and 90% of the third one. Donphan literally did nothing, and Gork probably also did nothing. That was again A9. So he's playing Meweedle, the awarded champion for the junior players, and he won a couple regionals as well. And he swapped into Quillfish. Do we shield though? I don't think Aqua Tail take Donphan out. And remember that Poison Sting is resisted, and it doesn't do that much damage. While we have Mud Slap, which does super effective damage, and that was a great swap winning. This is the ideal swap winning situation when you want to win swap with as little health as possible. They were only able to get to 2 fast move, but that will actually, I think that would actually make them outpace us. We're going straight for the Gleam. If he lands the Gleam, I doubt that he will shield. They go to Ariados, and this is a charge move dependent. If they have a Nightshade or something, they win. There is a Ghost move that they have, I think. They are going straight Lunge at this point. We're going straight Shadow Punch. The Mud Slap still chunking so much. Wholesome is shielding because these lunges will hurt because, oh, okay. That was literally the reason why he shielded, because they have Trail Base. I thought people run Nightshade here. Like, not Nightshade, the Ghost fast move. And Trail Base does no damage still. They swapped out to Walrein. Do we win this game? Well, if we can slap them down, we do win this game. And we can't because Meweedle is just too good as well. And he didn't give Wholesome any chance to get an advantage of. And that was a good game. Moving to the next one. Ninetale into Gork. Amazing lead. What do? They went to Lantern. Imagine punishing Lantern with a Donphan. So what's the play here? I like shielding. And it's actually going to be Trailblaze dependent. If the Trailblaze gets snow shielded, it will almost one-shot. But the thing is, look at that. The Mud Slap took the Lantern out. Donphan beat Water Gun Lantern in the one. That's insane. I did not know about that. I'm like, wow, imagine a world we're living in. Water Gun Lantern loses to a ground Pokemon. That's how busted they made it. They swap into Alolan Ninetale. We have a Golok to punish that, and we're just going to shield. I think they did 4. So they are 3 away. Wholesome's like, no. We just need the health. We don't care about how much energy they have. We took it out. They bring in the Gork, and it's going to be slapped down on both sides, okay? They had to throw because we get to the move right away, and now all we need to do is just to get to one Wither Ball and finish this game. Wait, is this the last battle? No, not even close. We have more battles using this Giga Chat team. Next game. Ninetale into Drifloon. We saw this game. We saw this scenario. As I said, at high MMR, people are very limited with the options they choose to run. Why? Because they rather use strong Pokemons, and so usually it's not that big of a variation. I think he got a forced overtap here, so it's not his fault. Like, he tapped the move. I saw him tapping the move, but it did not register because this game does not work. Let's be honest, the game has been so bad recently. They bring in the Drifloon. We went back to A9. This A9, oh, I was hoping it does KO. They have a Shadow Machamp, and they don't have a move to win. They know that they don't win as well. It's not like it's Pangoro. Pangoro wins that. That's why you run Pangoro. I don't think Machamp is as good. You run Pangoro in this cup because it has Night Slash for the Golok, and it beat Drifloon, while Machamp just lose to these stuff. We have some queue time issues here. The battles aren't in the same order, by the way. So it's not in the same order. I don't know because I just slapped them all together. And Holy Q time, man. That was so long. So this matchup is so scuffed because you have to shield the close combat and no shield the Night Slash, but they usually just don't shield. Sorry, they don't bait. But is it worth the shielding the first? No, it's not. Since they no shield, we can no shield. We live a close combat because A9 is just tanky. And there is no reason to do that. And now all we need to do is just swapping out, I think. Yeah, we can swap out and mud slap them down. We can easily shield. Wait. Yo, this is so... The shield is behind Dawnfan. That means Dawnfan will take the move. Copium. They bring in Walding. We can just go sit Trailblaze. This is actually fun. It's fun to see a ground Pokemon taking out an Ice Pokemon. Look at that. They were even forced to shield. What's Wholesome going to do? Well, he's going to shield back. Not like he's going to let his Pokemons die. He insta-threw there because I think if he does one more, they will get to the move before him. So he had to. Oh, that was a CMP. Never mind. That was a great counting on Wholesome side. So what's he going to do? They die to one Mud Slap. They bring the Wheezing. We have to catch? No. Maybe they just don't have Brutal Swing. Or maybe Brutal Swing doesn't KO there. Because it's just non-stab and they are non-shadow. Wait, were they non-shadow? Yeah, they were non-shadow. Never mind. It doesn't KO from non-shadow. And that was a good game. Next game, Ninetale into Ninetale Shadow. The Shadow Ninetale should be better, but if one Shadow, one non-Shadow, it will literally do the same amount of damage. So it doesn't matter which one is Shadow, which one is not. Usually the Shadows always shield, and the non-Shadow always no shield, but Wholesome might have to shield, and that's why they have Psyshocks. So this is going to be a tough game, since they shielded our nuke, we didn't shield it, we didn't shield the nuke. As long as we get to the third move, okay, he's not going to shield this. I'm assuming because the opponent does not want to shield. We go straight for the Dazzling Gleam. And hopefully they don't shield. They did shield again. Opponent, stop shielding our moves. Holy, double shielding the lead. They went to Whiscash and they were at... we did 3, right, on the Whiscash. If this is a Scald, we will be in a tough situation. Oh, it's Mud Bomb. Okay, it's even worse because now they have energy, actually. Okay, they didn't get to the Scald. I think they committed for the Scald and they just didn't get it. What's the play now? Well, we will see what's going to happen. We're throwing good timing, 3. That was ideal. And going for the Trailblaze. I don't know how much the Trailblaze does, but we need this to KO almost. Okay, we KO'd them before they get to the move. And now it's just a race to the charge move. And holy, that was a great game. Well played, Mr. Wholesome. I thought that game's just a GG. Not gonna lie. That was a great game. Well played, sir. Wow, what a way to end this. What a way to end the battles with. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much, Wholesome, for sending us these amazing high skill, high MMR gameplay. If you guys like to watch more of Wholesome's content, I will be leaving his stream in the description below. Feel free to give him a follow on his socials. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next time. Peace. If you like the content, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I will catch you on the next video. Peace.